Hey guys, we're back with another incredible speaker interview. This time I have Yolanda Churchwell with me. She is also on our scaling operations panel. And y'all, I wish I could explain how much more money you're going to make when your operations are streamlined and together. And when you have the team that you need, it is not an afterthought, but it is not sexy. But that's okay, because at Speaking Ready Cash Live, we are having the sexy conversations. We are having the unsexy conversations. We are having the money conversations. And let me tell you, as someone who was just on the phone with the IRS for 2 hours this morning, all conversations that are not sexy are the ones that can cost you a whole lot. I won't go into my personal business because I don't want to use Yolanda as my therapist right now. But just know, as business owners, we be having to do what we have to do no matter what, no matter how wild the information is you get every morning. You still have to show up and show out. And so we are here with Yolanda Churchwell, who I believe helps CEOs stop being chief everything officers and helps you to be the chief executive officer. Lord knows this conversation is needed. So I want to start this thing off, let you introduce yourself. But when you introduce yourself, give us the best way that business owners can delegate. Let us know the best way that business owners can delegate and the worst way you've seen business owners delegate.
Oh my goodness. So first of all, I apologize. I still feel like I own some of them things that happen at the IRS because I retired, but I know them conversations. So I feel for you. We can talk about that a little later if you need a little help.
Lord.
But,
my heart this morning was in my shoes.
I'm Yolanda K. Churchwell, the CEO's fractional COO, and I partner with powerhouse CEOs to help them streamline their operations so they can maximize their profits. And again, as a 20-year veteran of the IRS, I can tell you the systems and processes, they make all the difference. It's definitely the difference between being a chief everything officer in the weeds versus being a visionary CEO at the top of the mountain where you can see rivers of opportunity and streams of income. Delegating. So delegation and automation, those are my biz besties. Everybody knows that. Delegating, I'll say this. There's a lot of people who want to build a team and a lot of people who want to delegate, but their mindset is not right. You have to be able to trust people to do what they say they're going to do and allow them the room to do it. Many times people will hire great talent, but because of those CEOs' mindset issues, their distrust, they're making a mockery of that talent, and people will quit even before they get hired. So the thing is, when you're delegating, it's not just about the person that you're bringing on board. It's also about who you are. And so the key to your success is going to be creating a successful environment, a platform for a successful environment. And that means that you as the CEO, your mindset is straight. You know what it is that you want them to do. You create a place where they can succeed. You have your processes and systems in place so that it's not one of those cases where they coming in, they looking at you like what I'm supposed to do. You looking at them like, why aren't you doing it? When nobody has said what needs to be done and how you want it done.
Right.
And then the last piece is, as with delegation, you can't expect to have little yous. As a matter of fact, you don't want little versions of yourself because first of all, I'm something special and God only made one of me, but you want people to operate at a spirit of excellence, at a level of excellence. You don't want them to do exactly what you do, because the whole point of having team is not only to be able to relinquish some of those duties for someone else to do, but it's for someone else to bring their genius in. If everybody has the same genius, then you're still lacking in some areas. So allow people the freedom to do their jobs to the ability that they know how, because you might surprise you and add something to your business.
That's right. That's right. And okay, so what is the first thing we should delegate?
Okay, so first of all, there's no cookie cutter approach. It really does depend on who you are and what you need help with. What are your strengths? Okay, for someone like me, I don't need to delegate systems and automation and delegation because I can do that. I don't really need to delegate Canva because I like to play over there. I like to make graphics. Now, should I? No. So that's like second on my list. But the things that you don't like to do and you're not good at, that's what you should delegate first. For me, I can't delegate making videos, even though that's one of the things that I don't know. I have some trepidation, but I'm getting over it quick. fooling with you. Like, I don't have no choice. But it's the whole social media, the marketing, making sure that you're getting your post out on time, scheduling all of that. That's stuff that I really don't have time and I should not be doing as a CEO. So you have to figure out where your strengths are, what are your highest revenue generating tasks, and then create a plan to do everything else. And when you create that plan, that's going to show you who you need to hire, where, and what they need to do.
I love that. I love that. Okay. And so what would you say to the person who is thinking about coming to Speak Get Ready Cash Live, but they're on the fence? They're like, I don't know if I could come to this event. I go to a lot of events in Atlanta or surrounding areas, and I don't want fluff, blah, blah, blah. You know what everybody say, the like basic stuff. What would you say to that person?
Listen, baby. I haven't been to a Speak Your Way to Cash, but I went to Black Women Sell Live, and it was transformative, baby. When I tell you it was business church, like we had everything but a collection plate, and I felt like you should have passed the collection plate because, baby, it was, as a PK, it was everything. Like, you were coaching from the stage. Yes, it was a room full of people, but I still felt like you saw me as an individual identity. You actually rewrote the names of my business suite, like in that room. Like, oh my goodness, like you pulled it all together. So you fixed that for me, but then it's something else about your events that really stands out for me. And that I was telling somebody I was talking to about this yesterday. A lot of places, when you go, a lot of organizers, a lot of hosts only want to talk about what they want to talk about. They don't encourage you to network. They don't encourage you to sell. Not only did you encourage it, you literally gave us assignments. Like, go out on this break, find somebody who need what you got, and sell it to them.
Yes, I want y'all to make money, period.
It's enough money for all. We all Black women. We all here to sell. This ain't just the Ashley Nicole gonna sell. Everybody. As a matter of fact, don't come back in this room without having talked to at least 2 or 3. Like, you don't see that. You really don't see that. So I'm going to say, come on, because when I was there, it wasn't 500 people. I'm super excited about all the people we going to meet. And you are who you are all the time. The same person that y'all get in them workshops and summits. And believe me, I went to my share of workshops and summits because I be doing the research. I got to find out that she is who she said she was. That same level of research you're going to get all that attention. And then she shows up. Look at all the stuff before this event. How many coaches do you know have 10, 15 training events before the big event? So if you're wondering if you're going to get your bang for your buck, first of all, you already missing out on some bang because it's been going down and you could catch up. But I'm going to be there. I'm going to be on the stage. That's the other thing. Like, who shares their stage? Actually, like, so confident, like, yeah, come on. Y'all want to sit up here? Come sit up here. You want to take a picture? Let's take a picture. You want to talk? Let's talk. Like, you are here for everybody to grow. You know that there is enough out there for everybody. And that spirit is embodied by your entire team. Like, your entire team. That's it.
Yes, thank you so much. No, we're gonna have such a good time. I was just I had just told my school group, because I'm so transparent with everyone about things. When things go right, I tell people, but then when things go wrong, I tell people too, because being a business owner is hard sometimes. Like, you are, like, you will wake up and be having the best day of your life, and somebody will just send you $100,000 invoice, or you'll hear from the IRS that you owe them 6 figures, or like all of these things. And do you know, my first call when I got bad news about the IRS, like, the first person I messaged was, after my accountant, was Spicita, who's in the mastermind. I was like, I need a second opinion. I'm gonna talk to you. Like, what is going on? So I am a firm believer that I help to activate the world's best experts in their gifts so that you all can properly talk about how dope you are and how you can help people in a way that brings people in. But the goal of these events is for everyone to get activated. It's not like, oh, it's the Ashley show. No, like, we want more speakers. We want you guys networking. We want you doing activities. We want you selling your services. The biggest compliment I get is when this one guy was like, I come to your event every year. When is it this year? He was like, last year I made $12,000 before I even left the room. And I was like, what? He was like, yeah, because I was networking and you told us to go and like talk about our services, and people bought, and this other woman made $60,000 in the, like, over the 3 days. And I'm like, you don't go to conferences where the host is even comfortable with you talking about what you do. Like, yes, you're coming to learn. Yes, we're all coming to grow, but also, how dope would it be if you were the solution to someone else's prayers in that room? Like, people need operations help. So we're having a whole operations panel, because I noticed in the mastermind we have 3 or 4.
Yeah, we have 3.
4?
We have 4 now? I know
it's 3 for sure. Like you, Danielle, and Latanya. But we have some fire operations people. There's no way we could have that many operations people and we not do an operations panel. We had 3 people who did wealth. So I was like, okay, we got to have a wealth week. So I'm like thinking through, how can we share our stages with you all's brilliance? Because we're spending all this money on advertising. A part of being in the mastermind should also be like, look at these great people, work with them. Y'all always talking about the people you don't like working with. Work with some people that you do like working with.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, fully vetted. Because believe you me, Ashley, stay on us. I just posted in the group the other day. Listen, working with Ashley is not for the faint of heart.
You did post that. I was like, oh my gosh.
But it grows you. Iron sharpens iron. And one of my colleagues said, we in this to learn. And that's one of the things about you, Ashley, is that I feel like you are still chasing it. You still going hard. So you're not telling us what worked 5 years ago, 10 years ago. You like, listen, so last week, that's what I learned. And this is how I'm applying it. And this part didn't quite work out the way I wanted it to, but this part does. And this part can work for you. And like, that's big. And that's what you do from the stage. Like, you magnify that with the props. And because baby, when you had the hot pink suit up on the ladder, I was like, okay, I just learned the whole thing about a career and a ladder. Like, okay, thank you. So yeah, it's amazing. It's like, it's a place to be. The environment is everything. The people are everything. And then you're getting all of this greatness from the stage. It's just amazing. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
Yes, I love that. I'm so excited about that. And I know, like, with what you do in operations, you know how critical it is for business owners to streamline their operations. And you did a pre-event talk. And when you all buy your ticket to the event, you've already missed like 4 powerhouse pre-event sessions. It's 100 people on Zoom live, not to mention all the people that are watching the replay for that. What would you say? Oh, and check out Yolanda's episode and Latanya's episode that we just interviewed. They both have episodes on the Speak Your Way to Cash podcast. But what would you say, like, when people, like, what would you say to the person who's like, oh yeah, operations, I don't really need that. That's boring. Like, I don't have time for that. I'm swamped with work. What would you say to that person who's on the fence about working with someone in operations or even coming to learn about operations? Because I think a lot of people think of it as an afterthought.
I would say that it's my 2 favorite cartoons. Like, are you still trying to be Fred Flintstone in a George Jetson world? It's literally the difference between your business scaling and failing. Because the one thing that we do know about all things is that if you're not continuing to grow, then you're going to start to die. And a lot of people think like, oh, okay, I don't have time, I can put that off. But what's happening is you're actually stalling your growth because you're working way too hard. Yes, revenue is king, but guess what? Systems are queen, baby. And everybody know that the woman runs everything.
Mm-hmm. I love that. Okay, so you gave us some good tips on delegation. One of the things you talked about that I wanted to ask you a little bit more about before we go is you said that CEOs that struggle with delegation, it's typically a mindset thing. Mm-hmm. What about when you're delegating and it ain't getting done right? How do you trust again?
Okay, well, first of all, that too is still a mindset thing, because it's the whole thing where, like, let's talk about relationships. You in a relationship and your feelings get hurt. So then you block off and you're not going to go out and you're not going to date. Do that get you a new man? Do that get you a husband? No, it doesn't. No. And so what happens as a CEO is you're like, oh, okay, well, that didn't work, so I'm just going to keep doing it myself. When in reality, it was not, 9 times out of 10, it was not something that's going to happen again. Because if you get the lesson from it, then you can go on and you can change it. You might have had the wrong person. There's different reasons that people don't work out. You might have had the wrong person, or you might not have had your processes and systems in place. I tell everybody, knowing what you do and how you do it is the key to everything. That once you're able to lay out that SOP on how you complete a task. Okay, let's just say posting your blog and your weekly. Okay, once you know how to do that, then guess what? You can write out the steps on how to do it. You can create a video on how to do it. So guess what? Now you know these are the tasks that have to be done for that to be done. Now you take that list of tasks and you use that to create your hiring announcement. That's how you create the job announcement. Stop hiring based on a job title and start hiring based off the job list that you need. Now that you have those processes in place, you created your job announcement. Guess what? Now you can create your training materials because you know exactly what you need the person to do. You can also create your development. How do they need to grow? Where's the weaknesses at? How do you get stronger at this aspect, scheduling it? And then how do you evaluate that person to know that they're doing a good job, or if that's just not the fit for them and they need to move on or move to something else? But it all starts with getting clear about your processes, which is all about operations.
Yep. Man, I love that. I love that so much. Oh my gosh. Okay. And what would you say to the person who's like, okay, I got my ticket, but I was thinking of only coming to part of the event. I don't know about coming to the whole thing. Do you know we actually get this? I'm like, have y'all never been to one of our events? Do you not know this is the best event in the country for experts? Like, where else are you going? I'd be so confused. I'm like, where you not going to get this at no other event? I've been to tons of events. Ain't none of them like ours, period. Like,
listen, you can,
but I'm like, I can't tell them. They don't believe it from me. They think I'm hyping it up. But I'm like, no, we've been around doing this for nine times for a reason.
Listen, you can leave the room if you want to. It was a lady who left to go to the restroom. She came back. She was like, why is everybody so happy? I told her, I don't have time to tell you right now. I have to tell you on the break. I don't got time to stop.
You could have held it, sis. We didn't change the whole world in the last 10 minutes. What are you doing?
Did nobody tell you to go and stay that long? You'd be like me. Hey, little sips of water so you don't need to go till it's a break. But no, I'm not going to be able to explain that to you. But I would definitely say the only type of
no, I'm not going to explain it to you.
No, I'm not going to stop. I'm in. That's like when you in church and somebody like, oh, what's going on? No, I'm in the spirit. I don't have time to explain the spirit. Stop. What is the problem? Like,
oh my God.
The only people who should have that type of attitude is like, I invited my mom. Because my mom is my ride and live. So I invited my mom. My mom is she's not here for all of the learning. Don't get me wrong. She got a recorder set for the podcast. She know when the timer, she watches all of the podcasts. I think she go to the school of Ashley. But my mom, I feel like she'd be like, I don't really do crowds. I'm a little older. I don't really need to hear all of this. So that's the only type of person. Like, she there to see me speak. She there to see me get an award. She there to get a little bit of this. But she don't need all the other part. If you're not somebody, mama, who just there to root them on, you need to be in the room the whole time.
Right. If you're not coming just to support, then we need you in the room. Okay, we got breaks. You can take your bathroom breaks, all of that. But, be mindful, be quick.
But if that's your mindset, please don't sit next to me, because two things gonna happen. One, I'm not stopping to explain nothing to you. And two, I'm gonna look at you real hard every time you get up and come back. Because it was a lady last year. And I was like, if she don't get somewhere and sit down, like, I'm gonna be that one that look at you like, so don't sit by me.
Like, what you doing? You missing all the stuff. No, we're gonna have such a good time, y'all. I talked to my DJ Duval.
What you wearing?
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time. I mean, and I'm gonna tell y'all, I was looking at the guest list and I was getting high. I was like, oh my gosh, like, when I say I've never gone to an event where, one, people are so highly accomplished, but also so cool. Like, we don't have that mean girl energy. We don't have any of the like petty, like that childish stuff that I be hearing about. We don't have that type of an environment. We are a family business. It's owned by me. I'm a Christian woman. My family works the event. Our volunteer team is like, the volunteers at Speaker Ready Cash basically have like their own program. My mom is like, I'm flying in next week. I'm like, what's next week? She was like, we meeting in person this year. Those that are local are meeting in person. We're going to do a hybrid for everyone else. You want to come and pop up and do a Q&A for them? Like, it's like a volunteer program. Like, everything is very well thought about.
Machine. Like Miss Valerie, because I put titles on stuff, my mama. You ain't put people. It's Miss Valerie. Miss Valerie does not play, but she is the sweetest. Like, she's so sweet. Like, it's just another part of the experience that if you're not ready, you're going to get ready, because it's amazing. It's awesome. Like, she's a mother to all of us, but she also, in that mother role, will get you together real quick, because it's not a problem, but she does it with love. So you don't want to miss out. You just don't want to miss out. And Ain't nobody like Chris, okay? Because where Ashley don't go hard, and I would raise my hand, and Chris was like, so, okay, so tell me this. Are you asking people to buy? And I'm like, no. He's like, so why not? Like, and I'm like, well, dang, like we just gonna jump right to, like, huh? But guess who has no problem asking anymore?
Right. Guess who's getting an award? Like, grew her business this past year. And I think that it's incredible because you hear all the stuff going on with DE&I and all the stuff going on with, oh, people ain't got this, they ain't got that, they ain't got that. And it's like, our clients are having the best months of their lives this past year because our efforts changed. Like, the economy is always going to change, but your personal economy is what you have control over. You don't have control over the global economy, but you do have control over the strategies you use to ensure your personal economy is intact. And so that is what we're going to teach you guys, is how to dominate. I'm so sick of like the best, most brightest, smartest, greatest people ever not just totally dominating their field. And I'm so honored that I believe I get to work with the best people. So I'm great. I'm grateful to be your coach. I feel like this year's class has just been incredible. Yolanda is one of our mastermind members as well. If you don't know, she's getting an award this year at the event. She is on the panel. It's like a big deal. And I remember Yolanda coming to our online summits and challenges, and she would always get a platinum ticket. She would always ask questions. And I remember going up to Yolanda at Black Women Sell Live, and I looked at her and I was like, are you in my mastermind? And she was like, and I was like, we gonna talk. I was like, we gonna talk. Because I don't know who.
And she did not mean like days later. She meant like 5 minutes later, she pulled me to the side and I was like, okay, and she was like, yeah, that's all cute, but no. And I was like, okay, but this is my...
now, a year later, you're winning an award and speaking and everything.
Yes,
like, what if you wouldn't have come? What if you wouldn't have said yes? Like, it just feels like everything's so different. And I'm just so excited to celebrate you. This is going to be so much fun.
So I'm challenging everyone. If you don't have your ticket, please get your ticket. Because first, let me tell you, Ashley I just said this yesterday to our accountability group. Ashley out here operating like Tyler Perry. Baby, she sells out. Ain't no half crowds. The tickets is almost gone. She got that Tyler Perry sellout. Like, her people is her people. That we following her wherever she go. Okay. So, but I'm going to challenge you. Please, this is what I did last year. It worked so well for me. Write down on a piece of paper what your 3 biggest issues are and bring that with you. And if you get the opportunity, raise your hand and ask your questions. Don't be shy. Don't hope somebody else do it. Raise your hands and ask your questions. And when I say what those 3 issues are, those don't have to be just related to your business. Some of the best advice that I got was I had just retired. And I don't like to depend on other people, but I had to be able to depend on my mom to make these adjustments to get to where I am today. And when I tell you that Miss Valerie and Ashley coached me from the stage, and then I came home and showed that video to my mom, and the 2 of us were able to have the conversations and move our relationship forward so that we could be what we needed to be for each other, baby. So whatever your 3 biggest issues are in life, write them down and bring them and be ready to address them, because you won't walk away the same.
Wow. 3 biggest issues in life. I love that. I love that so much, because it's just like, I think a lot of people think a business conference and they don't think that personal relationships can be restored. We don't sell this because I'm very clear about selling like the service of what we do. But we have gifts in our community. We have gifts at Speak Your Way to Cash. There's an environment that we curate, and I believe it is curated through prayer and with heaven in mind, because people have come up and said, my relationship with my dad was restored after that event. My marriage was restored after that event. I had courage to go and do things I never wanted to do. I had a conversation with my family. Like, freedom happens at our events, and it's a freedom to like walk in the level of authority that you've always had access to, but that was lying dormant. And that's why the theme is thought leader dominance. It's like, how do you dominate? The theme is the expert Olympics. How do we play at the highest level? We have an Olympian coming. Can you believe that? Like an Olympian. So please, if you are someone who is, yes,
it's business church, it's a whole revival. It's just a whole. And again, don't come in asking me what you missed. Just stay in the room.
We're going to have so much fun, y'all. We have 23 days, I think, until the event. You do not want to miss this. And I'm like 30 pounds lighter than last year, so I got all the energy in the world. So bring all your questions. I'm going to be ready. I'm going to be Boom. What's your question? What's your question? You get an answer. You get an answer. You get a solution. Like, I'm ready to go. So this will be great. Yolanda, how can people find you? How can they work with you? How do they get more information about what you're doing?
So they can connect with me on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram. I am Yolanda K. Churchwell, or the Business Assistance Group. Some people get the S's and T's mixed up. So just go to Yolanda K. Churchwell and then you'll find the rest of it. But I want to say this too. And I just thought about it when you said you lost some weight. Baby, I'm losing weight. I am down 6 pounds because, baby, when Ashley lose weight, she bring in her trainer to help all of us lose weight. So we're going to be cute on the stage. So, baby, come on in the room. We ready.
Come on, 6 pounds. Oh my God. I have to tell, yeah, because we are doing a health challenge. It is kind of like you just get your whole life together. Just don't even worry about it. Come with the business, the spiritual, the what you need. What you need. One-stop shop. Okay. The Lord is everywhere, and so is Speaker Ready Cash. Let's do it. Like we in every little part of the business. Like we're in every little part. Like I'm so grateful. Like just even to be able to do this is really a dream come true. So I can't wait to see you. And congrats on the 6 pounds, girl. We're gonna be taking all the selfies.
Yes, we're gonna. Oh, yes, because we be cute. I think we shop in some of the same places. We're gonna be real cute. Like they
very cute. I can't wait. All right, guys, you all heard it here first. Yolanda is gonna be hitting the stage on the operations panel. This is not an event you want to miss. We're going to be meeting with speakers all day long, so stay tuned. I'm going to be going live all day. Please don't miss Yolanda's session. And when you buy your ticket, go in your portal that you get with your ticket and watch the replay of her session. My family told me she killed it. She showed up even though she had everything else going on that day and served at a high level like a CEO who's ready to dominate does. I will see y'all at the Expert Olympics, and you can use code Olympics until midnight. So get a little something off. So I'll see y'all there.
See ya.